Welcome back, everybody, to another RMP draft breakdown on RMP Realms Productions. How are you guys doing today, man? My name's LLCOOLBRAD. How are you guys doing today? So let's get into it, man. So I'm gonna be talking about Kai Jones today. Forward, he's a sophomore coming out of Texas, the Longhorns Nation. He's from the Bahamas, Nassau. I think that's how you say it, Nassau, or something like that. Bahamas. He's 6'11", 218. And he averaged last season 8.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, and about an assist. And then he averaged 58 field goal percentage. And then from three, he averaged 38.2%, which is pretty good for a forward. Which is, well, not pretty good. It's about decent. It's decent. It's above average a little bit. And then for free throw, it's a little bit under average. He's 69% shooter. Could be better there. And then for defense, he's decent. He averages about a block and a steal per game, and he turns it over about 1.5 times per game, which could be better as well. But now let's get into his strengths and his weaknesses now. So first off, for strengths, he's a good fast break player. He's really good at fast breaks. He's able to get the defenders away from the guy who has the ball, or if he has the ball, good at finishing strong at the basket, dunking, laying it up, whatever. He's really good at fast break and transition. He's really good at that. He's a decent three-point shooter, like I said, as a forward, shooting 39%, which isn't terrible. And then ball handling. Ball handling is really good from him. Really good forward with ball handling in the draft right now. He's one of the best, I think, forwards in the draft with his handling. He's really good at making moves on people, doing combo moves. Really good with his ball handling. And then his on-ball defense. Really able to keep up with players that are faster than him on the court. Because he is 6'11", so he's a bit slower. He tends to be a tiny bit slower than some of the forwards that he guards. And he has really good athleticism. He's able to he's really good at alley oops. Alley oops is one of his great things in transitions and fast breaks. Is he's really good at going up there, grabbing it, and putting it down. And then rebounding is another strength of his. Like I said, he averaged 4.8 rebounds last season. So that's another strength of his that could really help teams in the long run, along with his fast break and transition. Good stuff right there. Let's go to his weaknesses now. Like I said, he has on-ball defense. He has good on-ball defense, but he doesn't have the best defensive IQ and where to. I want to say he doesn't have the best defensive IQ. He isn't a consistent shot maker unless he's getting past to down in the paint and like that. He isn't really consistent from outside. Definitely not from the three. He's okay in the mid range, but he's not the most consistent shooter at all though. And he really need to work on that if he wants to be a good shot maker in the NBA. But some forwards and stuff like that, power forwards, small forwards, they're most of them just some of them are just rebounding guys. So he might just be one of those guys in the NBA, more of a rebounding guy in the NBA. And like I said, he isn't a good defender in the post. For me, he isn't the best defender in the post. He's a good defender outside of the post, but when he gets in the post, he just gets bodied by bigger people, more heavier people than him at a forward, because he's only 211 right now. I would like to see him put on some weight to be able to manage in the post at defense. So that's something I would like to see from him. But those are the strengths and the weaknesses. Now let's get on to the team fits. Now let's get out of here. So the first team fit, I'm gonna say the Hawks. I don't think that Kai's gonna be around when the Hawks pick. But even if he isn't, I still think that he would be a fit, even if somehow, some way, he falls to the Hawks at I believe it's 20. I could be wrong though. He's a good fit because he can replace Okongu. I think I said that right. That's one of their power forwards pretty easily. I think he can do that because he's a great. Well, he's a decent shooter overall. He's not a consistent shooter though. With his defensive skills, I really think that he can start over Okongu in the second unit, and he just adds a lot of physicality. I think he would add a lot of physicality to that second unit in Atlanta in ATO. And I think that obviously he needs to work as one of his weaknesses. He needs to work on his post defense, but he has the ability to play power forward and center, which is a great thing to have from a power forward. But like I said, he needs to put on some weight, I think. But I think he could be all right for the Hawks. He could manage. I think he needs some time to develop, though. He's not going to be a guy who comes in this league and just is a breakout player. Like some of these guards and stuff in this draft. Like one of our previous videos, Steve said that my bud Steve that I'm doing this with, he said he had Jalen Green. He was saying like he's not going to be like he said like he can come in right away and he can be a great player. So he can be a decent player. So I don't think that Kai Jones is going to be one of those players. But next I think the Hornets is a good team fit. Is because Kai, uh, it's because I think he can replace Bismack for the Hornets. Bismack, he doesn't really bring much. He's the power forward for the Hornets. He doesn't really bring the most scoring to the table for the Hornets, but I will give him credit on his rebounding, which is pretty nice. He could replace him and bring more scoring to that second unit in Charlotte. He could really help the Hornets with rebounding because last season they were the 11th worst team in rebounding, gave uh, a lot of second chance points up. Also, which which could be better, obviously, with the 11th. He could help them with defense also and not allowing the 10th most points in the NBA per game. That's some of the biggest reasons why the Hornets weren't the best last season. And then last but not least, my Grizzlies, Steve's Grizzlies. Why I think that guy could be a good fit for us is because our second unit is very inconsistent, and we're still. It's it's basically because we have like a really young second unit. Like we don't have anybody who is in our second unit that has played four more seasons. I know the two that have played the most season is who is it? Melton and Allen, Grayson Allen. Both of them they were drafted in 18 to us, and both of them they're pretty good players. Like our second unit, it's just about developing right now. Um, and we have a good guy like Brandon Clark. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves though. He might get traded. He averaged like 10 points I think last season, like 5 rebounds. He was pretty good, pretty solid for us. I think he was like the best player probably on that second unit for us. But I really think that if Clark gets traded for us, that Kai could fill in at power forward. No, not if Clark gets traded, but if he gets signed for a free agent, I mean, Kai could fill in for Clark, I think, and he could help with more size on our team. So that's why I say the Grizzlies. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have not already, please like and subscribe and comment what you think. Where do you think Kai Jones is going to end up? Uh, how long it's going to take him to become a decent player in this league. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.